Hello friends and welcome to Shadow Gamer. I'm about to dive into a brand new game for me, Kingdom Come Deliverance II. Now, I haven't actually played the first Kingdom Come Deliverance, but I know it's supposed to be a pretty realistic medieval RPG, and so I hope that the story from that game, whatever it may be, doesn't play too much into the story for this game. Uh, but I'm excited to get into this. Uh, so let me just check my settings quick because I'm a maniac who plays on inverted. Subtitles. Oh. Controls. All right. Check that quick. Yeah, vertical. That's what I want. Inverted. All right. So now that I've got my inverted setup, let's dive in. I'm hoping this will be a lot of fun. Beginning of the 15th century, the Kingdom of Bohemia is ravaged by war. I don't know how to say the king's name, is taken captive by rebellious nobles and his brother, King Sigismund of Hungary. Only a handful of loyalists stand by the rightful king. Sokol, 1403.
Keep firing! Don't stop! We need more arrows! Need help here, Danny! You grab whatever you can and get up top!
What are you doing here? Go and take cover in the keep.
Can't hold out against this onslaught much longer. Go and take cover with the others. Look out! Godwin! Where's your weapon? To the battlements! Move!
Father! Will you come to anoint us before we die?
We'll get anointed after the battles are hands. With booze.
Get ready!
So was that literal father, or is that soldier also a priest?
Take cover! Now! Forward!
I do like how it's not like a cinematic charge, but the soldiers are approaching cautiously. That feels like something how these would have really happened.
Make it count.
We are in. Oh man, it takes ages to reload. Missed. It doesn't give crosshairs either. All right, I'm getting the hang of it, I think.
We can handle it here.
Downstairs?
Now, fucker.
All right.
All three archers here. Godwin, get over here with that cross. For fuck's sake.
Okay, what am I looking at here?
Don't let them have the way through. Die!
All right, what's next?
Ready for another attack! This won't stop them! Burn! Fuckers! Godwin, draw your sword and follow me! Fucking Wenceslas! Don't let them
Press
climb up!
R2 to attack. Defend with L2. Okay, getting it. Can I attack this?
I'll shoot your head off. I'll kill you, you cunt! Hey, buddy!
Oh, got someone else here.
I'll shoot your head off.
How do I knock down the ladder? Oh, there we go. Got a pole arm. I don't know if that's what that's called, but not exactly a spear, but with like a blade on the end of it. All right. I mean, putting up a good defense, but looks like falling back. Oh no.
Fuck! I've been hit!
Like, don't poke at it. Just calm down.
Oh, Dentes Fortuna, fucking you, that. Jesus. You're only supposed to deliver a message to Trotsky. The most adventure I was expecting was a fuck or two.
Everyone to the chopper!
Yep. Siege is not going well for the defenders. Several weeks earlier.
Ordentes fortuna juvat!
What's that you keep yelling, Sir Hans?
Good gracious, Henry, you don't mean to tell me you don't know Latin?
My apologies, Your Grace. Unfortunately, I was too busy shoveling shit and picking turnips to find time for studying Latin.
We shall have to rectify that. I can't have an ignoramus for a personal bodyguard.
Anyway, this Audens, whatever. What does that actually mean?
Audentes fortuna juvat. Fortune favors the brave.
I don't doubt it. All we have to do is deliver a letter to Lord Otto von Bergov and ride back again. Doesn't take much bravery.
Christ, Henry, don't be such a stick in the mud. Aren't you glad to be finally out of that hellhole where we can finally enjoy some adventure? See a bit of the world, meet new women, and simply have some fun.
Sure, but you promised Johannes that you'd be as good as gold, and I'm personally responsible for your safety. Besides, Trotsky's in the middle of nowhere, so I wouldn't expect much excitement there.
God help me, my bodyguard's a monk who can't speak Latin.
Sir! Trotsky!
My word. That is fucking impressive. It makes Perkstein look like an outhouse. Bergov must be made of money. Well, Henry, looking forward to new adventures? Adventures that will become the stuff of legends?
I'll agree.
Of course I am. We'll show them what fine fellas have turned up on their doorstep.
You bet we will. We'll hand over our important message and then hop, skip to the nearest tavern. We'll drink to our success and chase some local wenches, eh? But why didn't Uncle Hanush take care of it himself? Unless, maybe he's just testing me.
Why? He must trust you not to botch it up. Otherwise, he wouldn't send you as his envoy.
Of course. How could I possibly botch it up? There are foreign armies rampaging through Bohemia. The king is in captivity, God knows where, and here we are in the middle of it all, carrying an important document. No, I intend to make the most of this trip, one way or another.
I'll
So do
agree.
I. How is that? Fortuna...
Audentes fortuna juvat. See now, there's the Henry I know and love. Well, enough of the chat. Trotsky's almost within reach.
Sir Hans! How's it looking there in the back?
All good, Oates. Just keep your eyes on the road ahead.
Exactly. If anything in front of us even looks like it's moving, we want to know.
Keep your hair on, Nick. Old Oak's got eyes like a hawk. I don't miss nothing.
I don't seem to have control of the horse right now. I can control where I look, but not where the horse is going.
Sir,
Going on here. Enemies?
Should we get ready for a fight?
Take it easy, Henry. They're wearing von Bergov's colours. They're from Trotsky.
surround them!
Besides, I wouldn't stand a chance against them. Don't do anything foolish, fellas. Just follow my orders.
Halt! What are you after here?
Is this usually how you greet visitors, my good man?
This is how we greet armed strangers when bandits are pillaging everywhere.
Can you not distinguish between a noble and a bandit, sir?
It's not always that straightforward these days. Who are you people?
Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. I bear a letter for Sir Otto von Berghoff from my master, Sir Hanush of Leipa.
This is indeed the seal of the Lords of Leipa. And unless I am mistaken, Lord Hanush of Leipa is on the side of King Wenceslas. While my master is a member of the League of Lords, who side with King Sigismund.
Well,
So it would appear we are enemies.
We're not enemies. We're carrying a message with the aim of putting a stop to the hostilities.
And who are you?
Henry, from Skalitz. I'm a soldier and Lord Capon's bodyguard. My job is to defend him with my life.
From Skalitz, you say? The one that King Sigismund's Cuman forces plundered?
And slaughtered everyone. Even so, I'm not going to Trotsky as an enemy, but as a peace envoy.
Even so, you're still strangers here, and armed strangers to boot. And as it happens, we're on the trail of just such a band. So why should I trust you?
You can solve a lot of situations by convincing the other side. In dialogues, you will have a choice of some of the options below that define how you will react, but beware. Persuasion requires the other party to believe you. Speech. You can handle the situation peacefully without conflict. Coercion. You can say anything to get your way, even using lies and manipulation. Charisma. You make use of your noble appearance and good reputation. Domination. You make it clear to the other person that you're superior to them. Might. You try to come across as a hero and protector of the weak. Dread. When reasoning doesn't work, threats might. The persuasion is influenced by your other stats and skills. You can find detailed descriptions in your inventory under the Player tab. So, persuasion is not about picking the highest number. It's all about who you're talking to, what you look like, what your reputation is. For example, threatening a bunch of thugs with violence alone is usually pointless, just like claiming to be a nobleman with straw sticking out of your boots. So, got stats, coin, and reputation with the counterparty. So, by choosing speech skills, you will try to resolve the situation using your diplomatic skills, or try appealing to your noble appearance. People are more inclined to believe a well-dressed lord than a beggar. Alternatively, try to convince the counterparty of your chivalry and offer your martial skills and strength. So, as envoys, we're offering an alliance. Do we really look like bandits to you? Let's, as envoys, we're offering
To
an
resolve
alliance.
conflicts, not to stir up more.
That's why we're talking here. We have no intention of attacking you. You might be concerned that we're lying about who we are, but we showed you our letter with its seal. That should be enough for you. Or is it not?
You don't seem like any messenger to me.
Fail.
More like some uppity brat. Didn't you say you were a god? Don't try to pull the wool over my eyes.
Don't listen to him, Captain. He's traveling with me for the first time, and evidently, he's got a bit above himself. We've come on the orders of Margrave Jobst of Moravia, and we bear a message from Sir Hanush of Lipa, Divish of Tarnberg, and Radzig Kobula. Our message concerns the offer of an alliance that it seems you need as much as we do right now.
All right, then. You may carry on, but put your men in their place, sir, before their impertinence leads you into trouble.
Indeed, I will. Thank you, Captain.
Sorry about the cold reception. You must be cautious. These bandits create mayhem, then vanish like ghosts. We'll be on our way.
Oh, so you won't accompany us to the castle to see your lord?
Sorry, sir, we can't. Listen, you won't make it to the castle before nightfall. Sir Otto's orders are to not admit anyone after dark, especially while we're away. You'd best camp until daybreak.
I'll take your point. I mean, back home, the last time someone let a nobleman in trouble into their castle, we had to bombard it to get him out. Is there an inn in these parts, at least?
There is one, but it's a bit of a way out, and I'm not sure your lordship would like it very much.
God! What kind of a backwater have they sent us to? I just suppose we'll just have to manage somehow. Good luck in hunting down those bandits.
Thomas, Captain at Trotsky. Thank you. And sorry again. Farewell.
Farewell.
Probably not wise to call his home backwater.
Well, this
That
is
was-
a bit of a hold up. What now?
Since there's no tavern within reach, we'll just bed down here for the night. The pond looks inviting, and we've got wine enough.
And what about those bandits?
Well, they're probably keeping their heads down, what with that big patrol combing the woods for them.
Come on, fellas. We'll camp here on the bank. At least we can bathe. I stink almost as bad as the rest of you, and you lot are rank.
A little bit arrogant. Alright. Pebbles. Guess my horse is called Pebbles.
Be quiet, you flea bitten hound.
Nicholas of Verte.
That dog of yours is barking like a devil. Quieten him down.
Oh, it's my dog.
For Christ's sake. Henry! Call off that damn dog before he wolfs down the last of our mates.
Mutt! What's all the fuss about, Mutt? Are you that hungry? All right, I'll see what I can get for you.
Well, hoorah! Peace at last. That barking was a pain in the ass.
I've got a pet dog. Going on here?
Here, Mutt!
I don't have any food for him. I pull some stew. Apple, apple. Bread roll. None of these seem particularly good for a dog.
Come on, Conrad.
What?
Let's throw a few dice.
For the love of God. How many times do I have to tell you? I ain't playing with you.
Why not?
Because you cheat.
I do not.
Huh? And how come you always win then,
Bread
eh?
roll.
That's an easy one. I always win, because you always lose.
Alright, let's talk with Mutt.
Come here!
Seriously though, Conrad, my old mate. Roll the few, eh?
No.
Alright, Mutt, feed.
Look what I have for you.
Hey, Conrad, one little game, eh?
Leave me alone.
Uh,
One little game. One little game. And then you go and take my last groceries.
use food for the dog. Alright,
Why don't we carry on to the
thought I picked up food, but,
They must have gathered
food
here.
for the dog.
And we could have a game there.
Cheap
Give
wine.
over, tankard. There'll be time enough for the tavern after we deliver the letter.
Any other place to... Am I just being dense and missing something? Pick up some bread rolls. The gloves. Food for the dog. Oh hey, what's in here? There. Right here. Can I interact with this?
Tankard, stop with that. Your whistling is getting on my fucking nerves the whole way. Leave it off this evening at least.
Jesus.
Do I... Curious. Yeah. Is there a way to open a player menu? What?
Look what I have for you.
Tankard.
Yeah, yeah.
Apparently. Nothing I have is food for the dog. I'm confused by that.
Henry, come here.
Just gonna check around a little more.
I can't abandon the company.
Looking around. I talk to this guy. Oats. Have you got some food for my dog?
Would you have some scraps for Mutt?
That's a good one. He already gobbled up a piece of venison while I was having a piss. I've got one last sausage and I'll be saving that for the way back. Look, Henry, I'm fond of that beast, but you ought to keep him under control.
Yeah, so... I could threaten him. Gonna go with this.
Come on, Oath. We'll get to Trotsky tomorrow, and there'll be plenty of food there. We're a noble's escort, so they're obliged to feed us well. Pheasant in wine, roast pork with apples. Those sausages of yours are only fit for a dog anyway.
For Christ's sake, stop giving me a hard time. I'll have you know that sausage is fucking good. But neither you nor your dog will get to taste it.
Oh
Wouldn't you
man.
swap it for something?
I might. Tankard has my ring. I lost it to him at dice, and if I go home without it, my old woman will send me right back. If you can get it back, I'll be glad to give you that sausage.
Well, I'll see what I can do.
Tankard. Conrad. Tankard. Where's the
Where did
table?
you get the table from?
From that cave behind me. It was just lying there. So I says to myself, that's better than playing on the ground.
Have you ever been in these parts before?
No, but I know there's a village called Troskovitz at the foot of the castle, and there's a tavern there. Me and Conrad will go there and fatten our purses nicely on the locals. I got the dice ready for it. If Sir Hans gives us a bit of free time, like, I must remind him.
How do you think things will end up tomorrow?
How? No ways, I reckon. Whenever someone parleys with someone about something, it takes ages.
Why do you think that?
See me and Conrad now? We can't even agree who's going to be on watch this evening. But then, I'm just a spear carrier. I ain't got the head for no noble manners. Ask Oates. He'll know more about it for sure.
Maybe in the end, Lord Capon and Von Burgov will arrive at some agreement.
Aye, maybe. We'll see.
How about playing dice for the ring?
See, you've got dice set up. Want a game?
Sure. How's about spicing it up with a little wager?
I heard you won a ring off Oates. Want to bet that?
Fortune favours the brave, lad. But if you lose, you'll pay for everything I order in the tavern in Trotsky. All right?
Sounds like a plan.
We'll...
Basic rules. If you have any dice in your inventory, you can choose to use them before starting the game. Most dice have special properties that you can read in their descriptions. These allow you to use special techniques to improve your game. So goal is 2,000. Right? The art of dice is to finish your turn and score your points before you run the risk of not rolling a single scoring die. Below are dice combinations and their point values. So 1 or 5, 1 through 5 or 2 through 6, or 1 through 6, so a run of 5 or 6. 3 of a kind at different values. Okay, yeah, so each additional die after 3 doubles the value. Okay, yep. I think I got it. My family actually plays a similar version of this game.
See whose side luck is on today.
So was this my roll? Okay. So 1, 2, 3. I didn't quite get the run. I'm gonna keep that one. Hold die. Score and continue. Alright, 1, 3, and 5. So I'll hold that die. And score and continue.
Let it be now. I want to play too, you know?
Yeah, so doubles don't score me anything. At this point, I'll have very low chance of getting a triple. So I'll take these, and I'll score and pass. So 400 for my first. The 1. Ooh, triple
That's
4.
enough for me. Your turn.
Alright. Got to get to 1,500 points. So yeah, 6. Score and continue. Wish doubles were worth something, but score and continue.
If I was you, I'd take it. What can you do?
I busted. Got a 1.
Yeah, that'll do.
Well, he's beaten me so far. Ooh. Yeah.
Wonderful. Ha ha! My lucky dice never fail. It's mine, friend. Tomorrow, we'll drink on Henry's coin.
That's just great.
You can never have too much ale. Want to try your luck again? Same wager.
Yeah, let's
All
play
right.
again.
Let's carry on.
I want to feed Mutt,
Now
and
I'll
I
show
need the ring to do it. Typical video game logic.
Come on, then. Show us what you can do. Unless you're
All right.
playing for the first time.
This is too boring in editing. I'll jump ahead. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, we're keeping them all. Score and pass.
I can't. Damn your eyes. You played well.
Hey.
What's to be done?
Nothing wrong
Bet
with
is
my
a-
eyes.
Here's your ring.
Glad he was willing to put the ring on the line for 3 times for no additional gain to him. Alright, I'm gonna get the ring back to him. Got your ring.
Seems Tankard can't tell a 5 from a 6. I won that ring off him.
You beat the bastard. Ha! You're a dab hand, Henry. Thanks. Will you give it to me? If I go home without it, the old woman will break her broom over my back.
What will you give me for it?
Well, all I've got here is some grub. Want a sausage? It's venison.
All right. And enough games. You won't easily find another mug who'll exchange a ring for a sausage.
Yeah. True enough.
Alright, there is Mutt. Right there.
Here, Mutt.
Alright, Mutt has been fed. And I learned how to play dice. So let's talk with our boss.
Henry, what the fuck was that about?
What was what about?
With that captain? I thought they got us all. The way you provoked him.
They didn't do anything, though. Besides, that captain was just an underling.
Just an underling? How could you tell? Did you see how many men he had there?
He backed down in the end, though.
Because I kept you in check. You better keep your nose out of it next time.
I apologize. You're right.
That's all right. I understand how you feel. His tone got on my nerves too. And keep quiet tomorrow in front of von Berghoff. I'm here to do the talking. We'll deliver our message and fulfill our mission. If we arrange a truce with the League of Lords, then Hanush will finally have to take me seriously. Well, since you're so sure of yourself, how about stretching our limbs a bit after that long journey? With a bit of swordplay.
You're in the mood for that after riding so long?
Certainly. So then, eh? Eh?
All right then. Just a bit of swordplay for the hell of it? Or shall we have a wager?
Let's save the wagers for later.
Oh, you afraid?
Keep the biting remarks to yourself. You've got armor on, so just grab your helmet. Here's a practice sword for you. Have that ready too.
Alright. Player menu is where you can find all sorts of important information about Henry and the surrounding world. It's divided into 6 sections. Map, open inventory, L2, R2. Alright. Inventory, name, show hide categories, equipped items, mount, strength, quality, weight, price. This item equipped in what? Item sturdiness, bloodiness, items quality. Poison, item is stolen, current money, current encumbrance, capacity. Alright. Putting on armor has a few important rules that must be followed. Must always wear additional head protection under your helmet, such as a coif or hood. The helmet itself will protect you from being cut, while the protection underneath absorbs heavy impacts. Gambeson. A gambeson is a long, thick padded shirt that forms a cushion layer between your body and the metal of the armor that protects you. Quilted hose under leg armor. Like a gambeson, these quilted hose create a soft layer between your body. Shoes under spurs. To properly use spurs, you must first put on some shoes. Interesting. Alright, you can create 3 outfits for different occasions in the inventory and switch them between them on the fly. Okay, so you can have preset outfits. Work the same way. Each outfit is marked with its coat of arms and every... Alright. Multiple coats of arms on an item means that you have it equipped in multiple outfits. Using outfits, you can create full plate armor set for close combat, a sneaking outfit for stealthy business, or even a dapper ensemble for when you want Henry to make a good impression. Alright, and triangle to switch outfit. Alright, so... do the different strengths. Sleeves, those are equipped. This is a lot to start with, but how it goes. So I should probably equip a padded coif. And that my only helmet. So where's my training longsword? Whip. Leather gloves. Yeah, so I think this is the only helmet I have. Alright. Everything else looks good. Alright. Player tab. Yep. Throughout the game, you'll earn perk points, which you can use to improve your stats, skills, warfare capabilities. In the other tabs, you'll find buffs that can temporarily affect Henry's status, your reputation, and places you've been. Call combos or check the status of your animal. Story journal. Yep. So there's, here's our quests map. I like how it's a little piece, looks like a little piece to move around the park. Player crafting, codex. Shelters, just information about the world. 16. All right. Guess I gotta go into the ring here. Circle to jump over a fence. All right. Shall we start?
So, should we start?
Ready?
Let's go.
Let's start. Draw your sword.
Hang on. This time, I'll take the lead.
I just can't wait.
Hold down.
Let's get warmed up. I'll attack you a few times. You defend.
Go ahead. Impress me.
R2 is attack.
Is that the best you've got? I didn't even work up a sweat.
Oh, you will soon enough. A foe in plate armor has to be worn down.
Let's see it then. Attack properly now. A longer sequence.
Chain attacks by pressing the attack button again while your first attack is still in progress. Chaining attacks is faster and more efficient.
Very nice exchange, Henry. I'm still as fresh as a daisy.
Very nice exchange, Henry. That got you panting, eh?
Enough!
Now you're warmed up, eh?
Yeah. But you're pretty winded yourself. While you're attacking, you still have to take care you have strength left to defend.
Now save the advice and try it yourself.
Gladly. On guard.
Maintaining your cover costs you stamina, an amount proportional to the strength of the block attack.
Thanks, Henry.
Alright. At me.
Good.
Right.
What are you doing? Cover.
Oh,
Nice.
the clash of blades.
Good. Back more. That's the way.
Oh, that's enough. No one's ever won a duel just by blocking. You've got to make an opening to strike back. And you do that by means of a perfect block.
Perfect block, eh? You've become a real swordsman.
Start your attack then.
Nice, Henry. You're doing great, Henry. Nice. But what about a riposte? Reckon you can manage that?
Why wouldn't I? Nothing to it. I just
block.
follow up a perfect block immediately with a strike. I'll show you.
Get ready. After covering, you have to strike right away. Strike back after the block. Good, Henry.
Got it.
Sweet. Well, you're not as good as Captain Bernard, but that wasn't bad.
Be sure to remember, if someone gives you a riposte, you can still fend it off with a perfect block. and it's best to follow up right away with your own riposte.
Yeah, right. But what if I want to attack in such a way that you can't make a perfect block?
Then it's best to attack at a spot where your opponent isn't covered, where he's not holding his weapon. You defend, and I'll show you how.
All right, come on then.
Okay.
Nice. Too
Alright.
slow. Nice. Nice work, Henry. Good riposte. All right. I get it. For Christ's sake. Enough demonstrations and explanations.
Let's have one training duel to finish up, eh?
Indeed. And let's have a wager to spice things up. How about 100 groschen?
Suits me.
All right. 100 groschen it is.
Defend yourself. Off to a good start. Now we're even.
Now that's what I call short play. See that? Let sparks fly.
I gotta watch stamina.
Go for it. That must hurt. Don't you think you can
That one hit the spot.
go, fellas, go!
Getting it?
Put up a fight at least.
Nice technique.
Oh, you haven't got a hope.
Oh, nice strike. Nice block.
You've got to get better about managing stamina.
See that, fellas?
Got him.
I yield. Enough.
Sit down by the fire.
Go for it.
Fair and square. I'll settle with you when we get to Trusky. Now let's go and eat. That swordplay gave me quite an appetite.
So who won, gentlemen?
Oh, it seems this isn't my day. I knew I shouldn't have bet with you. You've improved since that last time in Ratai.
I won back then too, as I recall. You had to give me your bow.
You were unbelievably lucky, beating me after just one day of training. True, I wasn't in my best form that day. We had a drink or two beforehand.
Oats? What's this food supposed to be?
What's left of our supplies. Tomorrow we'll be at the castle, and we'll get some decent grub.
If you told us earlier, I could have shot a hare. And you could have cooked it like they did in the tavern the day before yesterday.
That tavern where you drank away all your coin?
Ha! You've got to have some fun.
And then you tried it on with the innkeeper's daughter when you were shit-faced.
She was pretty. A real peach. Admit it.
Only a fella was there.
He was well pissed off. If I hadn't convinced him you were the village idiot and that we dragged you home right away...
And if I hadn't left him a fistful of coin to boot,
Throwing groschen around like that? Fellas, if a rainy day comes, you'll be fucked.
Ha! I've got nothing to regret. The whole world turns around wenches. Ain't that right, Henry?
Hmm?
You never gave us the goods on that lass of yours. What was her name now?
Teresa. She lived with that crook Peshek at the mill.
And she saved my life.
A brave girl.
Aye. She's a fine lass. And? Is she any good? Like, is she any good? Get me?
She's brave. She saved my life when I went back to Scallis after it was raised to bury my parents, and a bunch of mercenaries attacked me. And that's all I'll say.
You know, this travelling isn't too bad.
Apart from the mosquitoes.
Aye. Apart from them.
where were you yesterday evening, Henry? You were late for supper. That's not what I call watching over our Lord.
Hey, don't make trouble.
In the camp, with you lot. It was Conrad's turn to gather wood, and I wasn't hungry yet. So I stretched out for a bit by the horses.
Oh, yeah? Where? You didn't see it?
I was going for wood.
It was getting dark. I reckon he just overlooked me.
You gave me a nasty shock when you came out of the darkness. You're as quiet as a mouse, and that's the truth.
And what about, time, sir? I mean, will we be getting any time off, sir?
It depends. Once von Berghoff hears us out, we should set off back home immediately.
What? Straight back on the road?
Well, we could stay a day or two, perhaps.
Does anyone know anything more about von Berghoff?
I've already told you all I know. Von Berghoff is a very important nobleman, the royal chamberlain. He administers the country for the king, collects taxes. It's like this. There's the king, then him, then a very big gap, and then me. And we are envoys sent to offer him an alliance.
I heard he insists on having the finest swords, and that he's got a big collection of all kinds of swords and daggers.
Collecting them ain't the same as knowing how to use them.
And is he any good at sword fighting? It ain't nothing easy to learn.
If I had to choose, I'd take a bow. After all, why not seize the opportunity to take down your foe before he gets near to you? Of course, the bow takes training too. Not everyone can hit their target at 50 paces.
And you can shoot something for your supper, like that first time we went hunting? The first time you ever held a bow? I'm surprised you didn't say a sword, since you never stopped going on about the sword Ishvan Toth stole from you.
That sword is the only reminder I had of Pa. We forged it together, just before he was slain. But that's another matter. I suppose you've heard enough of that, eh?
Well, you know.
No, it's all right.
Well, I wouldn't want to be in Ishvan's shoes if you ever come face to face with him again.
What? So Radzig ain't dead, though?
Enough, enough. Otherwise we'll be here for hours again, hearing how Martin the Smith raised him, even though Radzig is his real father. It's complicated, and let's leave it at that. No offense.
Who'll help me tomorrow with getting supplies for the journey back?
We rolled dice for it, and I won, so Conrad goes.
What are you on about?
Enough. Oath, you're no fun at all. There'll be a feast at the castle tomorrow, so forget about supplies.
Anyone for another helping? There's plenty left. Maybe even a bit for morning.
No thanks. I must wash myself down a bit.
My words exactly. We can't turn up at Trotsky tomorrow in this state.
Let's go and strip, Henry. Fellas, come and help us get out of this armor.
Are you really going to bathe here, Sir Hans? It don't look none too safe a spot to me.
Oh, don't be such an old woman, Oates. Bring some wine to warm our blood.
Yeah, we're not on a trip to the baths here, Sir Hans.
Henry's right, sir. Duty first, fun later.
God's wounds. I haven't been away from Rattay in ages. So, here, I intend to live a little. Blasted iron shirt. Oh, what a relief. I feel like I've just shed 40 pounds.
Ah, Christ. Will I ever live to see his young lordship finally grow up? He's got a good heart, but he doesn't have the sense that he was born with.
Well, responsibility will catch up with him soon enough, though.
There's more chance of me becoming a monk.
That's a view fit for a king.
Whew. You were right about our stench.
Let's hope this water isn't too cold. You wouldn't want your pride and joy shrinking.
I'm more worried about it being too deep.
Come on. Oh, that really shrivels the old ball sack.
What's the matter?
Females! Let's go to them.
Sir Hans!
Oh, shut up and let's go. But quietly. We don't want them to spot us.
Hans!
Charming man.
Head down, Henry. We've got to sneak closer.
I am going to have to continue this later. Thank you so much for...
We've got to sneak closer.
Thank you so much for watching this first episode, and I hope you enjoy it. Have a great evening.
Head down, Henry. We've got to sneak closer.